Alright, part 3. Part 2 was not very effective, but I think we can do a better job with part 3. Alright, we have more auto-scrolling. This auto-scrolling is slower than the previous one, though. It's not lag, because I'm moving normally. Have to flip upside down. I wasn't supposed to destroy all of that. Yep. I'm dead. Okay, there's a noble nickel. I have to get one way, and the way forward is probably the other way. I'm not a fan of that. Probably gonna go for the noble nickel first. Can I survive? No. I'm not so keen on this part, to be perfectly honest. Okay, now I am very far forward. Oh, come on! Phew. Oh. That should be much better. Still gonna super arrow that. That's 4 of the noble nickels. That I wasn't even sure I could make. Alright, no choice but to go down here. Oh, it's Mecha Dragon in flip mode. Try and focus on just avoiding his fire. Okay. Well, that was the second energy element. That was stressful. And I still have one noble nickel and one energy element left to go. The noble nickel, I think I know how to get it. But let's find out. What I think I have to do... go this way. Flip upside down. Might as well try to collect the trinket too, because I think I'm gonna need those. Then go down. No, that's not the way. I mean, I'm doing trinket collection this time, so... that was still worthwhile, but now leaves me with no other explanation but that I have to try and slide in somehow. Feels like that can't be the intended solution. The intended solution is probably through Veni Vidi Vici. But, on the other hand, I don't feel like that's even possible, so it has to be the intended solution. Don't trust that. Trust that better. Oh, well, those stay cracked? I didn't realize that. With this, I can preserve that entire section. Ooh, slight lag spike. That feels like it may not have been the intended method, but I don't care. The part that I don't like is that there's instant death everywhere. And it's forced instant death, too. Okay, well... I've got all the noble nickels now. That's the first thing that's important. Second thing now is to get all of the trinkets. Because I have just the one boss left. Makes sense to do the teleporter one last, because that one's easy. I don't feel like the orange path and green path are significantly harder than each other, so... Oh, wait. Okay, well, again, I have to do that sliding path for one of the trinkets. But I have to do this path anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and do it. Success! Now I must die. It just feels oddly punishing. It's like, in a way you don't really feel like you succeeded because you have to die anyway. Labyrinth needed more points where it met up. Ugh, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. sure like... I don't even know how that worked, because I flubbed my moves so much on that. Well, I got the trinket, but I still can't get back the other way, I don't think, so... I might have actually been able to. Well, it's kind of immaterial, honestly. Oh, shoot. This path. Oh, I love that. Oh boy, I mean, I know I'm not talking that much, but I'm kind of exhausted. I've been doing this one single level for over an hour now. Those are gonna respawn. Ugh! How did I do that before? I guess hug the left wall and then back away. Okay, that worked. Okay, there's no way I can avoid that. No! I don't really have to take the top path, but it's actually easier. Now you're gonna take the chance. Alright. That's 5 out of 6 trinkets. 5 out of 6 trinkets. The 6th one is the easy one. Actually, the first was pretty easy, too. But, this is easier. Alright, time to see who this boss is. Sector Upsilon 6 is seemingly void of intelligent life and unsuitable for colonization. If you can read this, I've set up a teleport to my home dimension. Goodbye, Sector Upsilon 6. We've got VVVVV even more obviously now. So that is scary. Why is this not done yet? How much more do I have to do? Okay. I mean... I'd probably be saying more if I wasn't, like, almost 90 minutes into this recording. See you on the other side, Joe Man. Hey, he even knows my name. How about that? Versus Captain Viridian. More of this, huh? At least he has a bigger hitbox. I don't know why we're fighting against Captain Viridian. He didn't seem like a bad guy before, but... I guess I just gotta accept it. Oh, we're entering Phase 2. Oh, Phase 2 involves this sort of shenanigan, which I was so good at in VVVVVV. I am not even bothering trying to preserve the E-tanks at this juncture. There we go. I hope I win. You got 15th place somehow. Holy smokes and a half. That was exhausting. Wow, I don't even know what to say. So let's have the judges talk for a little bit. those are tight. But honestly, that nickel was probably one of the less offensive things I had to deal with. I mean, once you figure out it was all positioning, really. All positioning, and once you figure out the positioning, it's not too bad. It's just figuring out the precision. I am not a fan of the auto-scroll part either. Yes, there's no way out other than dying. The map made this... The map brought this up to tolerable. Without the map, I just probably would have been like, no, screw this level. I would have... Without a map, I probably would have skipped this level. I'm not with Pyro on this one, but I'll talk about mine a little bit later. Yes, too excessive. And Joel really liked this. Yes, massive. I would have liked, yeah, I would have liked been able to take that map with me. I would have liked that map to be a constant background thing. Trivialized by the player's utility items. I would say necessarily so. Gary is impressed. What? No, it's not. So many points. That's the big issue. Points of no return. Teleporters. You have teleporters all over. You have a useless section that is just a teleport path. It's not even a teleport maze, it's a teleport path, because there's no maze. But you don't use teleporters anywhere else. Why not? That would save the player a good bit of death, for sure. You know, I was wondering if I was going to be matching up with Ace Spark's positions on this level. I gotta say I am, more or less. He was the low judge, and I am not nearly as high on the stage as the other judges were. Oh boy. I didn't really mind the background thing. It was basically more... The problem with me was basically more that there was a lot of confusion in the objects I did see. The map, the big problem with the map is it didn't tell you which direction you could go. It didn't tell you which way you had to go to get to any of the individual sections, for example. Like, there's so many points where there's multiple places meet up, but can you transition through them? Yes, the instant death. Oh my goodness. So, it's required it's required is the recent thing. You have to die to get to everything. The Mecha Dragon, yeah, that was painful. And it's difficult. I mean, that was difficult to cheese with Super Arrow. I'm not sure I would have wanted to try and do that regularly. No checkpoint. Yes, no checkpoint between the spike drop and the auto scroller. Die after collecting them. Again, why didn't you put in teleporters? I mean, you had, like, everything else in the stage, but I recall there being more teleporters in VVVVVV. Yeah. I'm pretty much solidly in line with Ace there. It's a really... I like the concept. Design-wise, it suffers big time. More checkpoints and more idea of where to go. Those are the big issues. And don't make me die every time I get a thing. Like, paths of no return are not fun. Not to mention that at some point you get locked into a path, and if you're like trying to get all the trinkets, and you take a path and take that gate towards Gravity Man, well, you're SOL. You gotta start the stage over and collect everything over again. Man, I mean, this was a stage that got a 38. And honestly, I would have probably given it more like a 20, 25. I would have given it less than I gave Rad Gravity, which, you know, for the issues that it had, it wasn't as bad. Their issues weren't as bad. The fact that it was a janky gimmick that didn't really feel like the level was properly designed around it was a problem, but it still was a reasonably okay stage overall. It didn't really have too many other issues. This one, I like the effort. I like the attempt. I like that it was clearly a lot of work put into it, but there were some really key flaws that keep it from being, I don't feel like it's a tier 9 stage. That's just how I feel. I'm afraid we've never really met. No, we have not. Oh boy, well, that's gonna keep me in videos for the next 3 days. Because, yeah. So, That's all for me for now. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.